full range of motion, right, guys?
Yeah, I can go much.
Oh, wow.
That just gets crazy looks no matter.
My knees are below my shoulders.
You brought this thing.
Oh.
We have right here David Thurin, stretch sportsman, movement artist, exercise scientist, and the most flexible guy I've ever met. And if this isn't freaking you out, I mean, some people watching this have already just thrown up. Dude.
Well, I'm a longitudinal bodybuilder. I do bodybuilding, but lengthwise. I could go sideways, and then that's where I was going earlier. But I could go much.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you do a lot of strength training in gyms. Do you ever do anything like this? And people are like, what the fuck?
I think the craziest thing I do in gyms sometimes is like a split squat, and that just gets crazy looks no matter where or how you do it. Even like they don't even know that is impressive. They just think it's weird. I want to see what it looks like when you do it.
Okay.
You don't have to go that far.
I mean,
Right, that's the halfway point. Come on.
seriously, how did this happen?
One thing that can actually help is if you roll your shoulder forward a little bit, and it becomes less about your chest and more about your shoulder. But if you're feeling anything funky, well, that's pretty impressive.
Wait, other thing?
But now the arms are going down.
I'm having to stand up. It begs the question, like, whether these machines are for building strength or for building flexibility. So let's find out. Let's go to the next machine. So this is the Panada vertical leg press. And I'm telling you what, this is like one of my favorite stretching machines in this whole gym. What I do is I get underneath this bad boy, and I'll set the angle so that, you know, it's, set the safeties down, move this out of the way, and it just squishes me. See?
Oh, and you get your knees in your armpits.
Yeah, look, I can like, oh, I just popped my T-spine there. The weight is doing all the work, and all you have to do is just sit there and just slightly resist it at the bottom, just so, but it's like you can do all sorts of things on it just to.
Oh yeah, that would put a lot of bodybuilders into crying, screaming, and you know, all that sort of stuff.
Bodybuilders have this machine, they can use it to stretch, why aren't they?
I don't know.
I want to see how squished you can get.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yep, how squished can we get?
Oh yeah, this feels.
Whoa, shit.
The machine. You want to get some blocks?
You maxed it out.
Yeah, so this stops right there.
Okay, yeah, let's
So we found some
We got
blocks.
some blocks, yeah. We're gonna use these just to, I guess, increase the range of motion just a little bit there.
this is where they add weight. We're maxing out flexibility.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Ah!
I maxed it out again.
What? What the? You just did that? Like, it's real. We didn't.
You'll.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't. I can't. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It just feels like
There's a block there.
there's just stuff getting in the
Well,
way.
yeah, that's the thing is, as a bodybuilder, you have all this muscle in the way.
This is
I felt like when I got there, it wasn't like painful. It was just like there's literally like it doesn't go.
Let's add one more block, and I'll max out for sure there.
Yeah.
For me.
You need a spotter for your stretching exercises. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Oh my. Is that it?
That's it. Doesn't go any further.
Oh, your knees are behind.
Yeah, my knees are below my shoulders.
When it comes to like full range of motion, I'm gonna guess that you're gonna reach a point of diminishing, like.
Yeah.
Because in order to get even fuller, you're gonna have to like change the position where you lose tension. So what's going on there?
Yeah, so like if we were to take that first chest example, there's a certain point where the chest stops stretching, and then all of a sudden my shoulder rolls forward, and now the chest isn't even stretching at all because it just inserts in this bone right here.
Oh, dude, how the hell are you doing that with like, without using something to wet? He just pulled his arm backwards. Like you brought this thing.
Oh.
Ah!
So it's the difference between this and this.
Yes.
By moving a little bit, I change the stretch from my chest to my deltoid. And if you don't have a really good mind-muscle connection, you might think, I'm training my chest right now, and you're not really training your chest anymore. You're training your chest in the first part, and now it's just shoulders at that point.
Okay.
Which is fine if that's what you want to do, but it's not optimal, let's say, for building your chest.
Understood.
You want to get to that extreme stretch, and I do mean extreme, where you feel the most mechanical tension in there, but then, you know, move on and keep going, yeah.
We're on the same page here, and it's good to hear it from you because
Yeah.
you're like the most flexible person I know. And for someone as flexible as you to go ahead and say like, hey, there's a point here where it becomes a stretch, not so much a
Yeah.
a stretch-mediated hypertrophy response.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on your goals. If your goals are a chest that's just beautiful, then do what you're doing. Bodybuilding is the art of isolating a muscle, and in that exercise, I wasn't isolating my chest.
I want to find an exercise where it's just like you think people should increase their range of motion more on than they're usually not in a bodybuilding sense.
Interesting, in a bodybuilding sense.
Yeah.
Anything related to the lats. With a lat pull down, most people, they just crank it to their chin and they go back up and they stay in that range, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But you're missing out on two things. You can get a way higher mind-muscle connection if you squeeze your elbows down toward your rib cage.
Yeah.
And you obviously know that. You're gonna feel your lats scream much more. And the other thing is that they typically stay right here at the very top, but you're missing out on disengaging your shoulders and feeling that stretch right there. When you do this, you'll really feel that stretch. It's almost like it's pulling the muscle out of your body when you're doing that.
Yeah. If you guys remember John Meadows, he would do something in his lat training a lot of times where he would do a full set of lat pull downs like this, and then he would do 30-second hangs at the end, where after he took the muscle to exhaustion, he would just hold on for 30
feels
seconds.
so good.
Yes, and just use the lat pull down just to stretch everything at the end. All the way down, like you said, elbows in, and you can kind of disengage at the top.
Yeah.
But when you're done with a set, just like hanging there and even just like
Yeah.
biasing side to side like this.
Yeah.
You're pulling your head forward, pulling your head back. Also, if you're doing it without lifting straps, like it'll be a hell of a grip exercise too. So,
There you go.
yeah, that's fantastic. I got an experiment I want to
Okay.
do with you real quick. I've been doing more low bar squats lately.
Okay.
And years ago, I started to lose flexibility there, and I honestly think it was just underuse. So I've been trying to build it back up.
So there's huge stretch in the middle of that shoulder there, yeah?
Right, it's right there. But it's also a different exercise with weight. So the
Yes.
moment you start to load it up,
Yeah.
like that external rotation is being stressed in different ways than just range of motion. So I think as you get older, two ways of working around that are to reduce the volume of this position you're in to give your body a break by using something like a safety squat bar.
Yeah.
And the other way of helping you as you get older is actually to do accessory exercises for that stretch.
This, for me, a low bar position, that's no problem. I can even use that more. But I could go like way down as far as
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen one of these?
No, are these twist? Oh, what? Okay, so which way does it go in?
It goes like
This?
the other way.
The other way. Oh, and just, wow, that is incredible.
It's so fast.
I had my middle finger on this little knurling line right here. So a way that I can measurably increase this is I'll put my pinky there on both sides. So my hands are just a little bit closer together now. By probably an inch on each side. Is this like a low bar position?
Yeah? Yeah, I would say. Jesus.
Yeah, and this feels real comfortable. Yeah.
Goals.
Yeah.
God dang.
Maybe an inch or so in on both sides. This is easy.
Ah!
Yeah. And I can still do that fine.
That's freaky. The extra muscle mass makes a difference for me, but
It always makes a difference, but I think it's overcomable.
I want to believe it too.
Yeah.
Because I have no proof that it should be a problem.
Yeah, well, this is not a problem that people focus on, because once they get to this point, they typically just do the easier option, which is typically like that bar over there. What's that called?
SSB?
Oh, safety squat bar.
The safety squat bar, yeah. Basically, it holds your shoulders so you can hold the bar here, and it'll be low on your back, yeah. This might be impossible, but I'm going to try it anyway, putting my hands all the way at the end of this knurling right here. So that's a little bit of a jump. That might not be possible.
Whoa.
Oh, that is possible, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it is fine too. There's quite a bit of tension in my tricep, but it's nothing, it's just a stretch in my tricep.
You feeling your elbows?
A little bit on this elbow.
So this shoulder flexibility you built,
Yes.
which exercise do you think has helped you the most?
Well, there's two things that I would focus on if that's your goal. Your passive range of motion with your external rotation.
Okay.
And then building some strength there. And if you could do both of those things, then all your bases are covered. This is for the passive rotation. Is you have your shoulder there, you hold it, and then while it's anchored to the ground, you would back away. So it pulls your hand back. And you don't let your shoulder go forward like this, your elbow. You keep your elbow all the way out till you feel like a stretch in your chest. And you would go until you would feel that stopping. And I could go pretty far here. Grip higher up here with your hand. And so you don't have to squat down, just walk backwards. Walk backwards, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. And then once you get to that point, you're gonna keep your body upright, pull your ribs inward like this, and you'll feel it stretch deeper in that shoulder.
Yeah, I want to do the lunging motion with the.
Yeah, you can, and that'll deepen it even further.
I feel like that accentuates it while
It does.
adding a little bit of a.
But as you can see, your torso is going with your shoulder.
So what you're saying is keep this like this, keep the rib cage down.
Your rib cage cannot go to the sky. It has to stay right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
That's more like what I'm feeling there.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the passive range right there. I would treat that like in a literal bodybuilding exercise, and I would do my 3 sets of 30 seconds holding that wherever. So for me, it would probably be back here. And I would hold this for 30 full seconds, and I would rest, and then 30 more seconds, and I would rest. And here's the hard part, the kicker, I would not train shoulders that day. So you have to do it on a separate day because your shoulders are going to be very, very sore. The active range of motion. Get your shoulder and your elbow anchored to anything, and you don't even need weight. Literally just attempt to get your hand off of the ground without your shoulder lifting up like this. So your shoulder would stay, and you would try and lift your hand off the ground. So for me, this is quite literally max effort. What you could do...
Yeah, what I can do is take a big hit of this.
This is going to be a huge range of motion.
What?
Oh, God. Why would you do that?
Oh, let's go. Ready? Let's go.
Shoulder
Dude, I can't actually do it while you're holding it down.
Now try and lift it, and it'll lift, but your shoulder's up. So when I squeeze your shoulder to the ground,
I'm trying.
it won't lift.
I'm actually trying. Is this bad?
It's poor mobility. I wouldn't say it's bad.
No.
You can do this in a position where you're like this, and you can lift up and hold like that.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, for instance, you don't have the ability to externally rotate as far as I do. You can only go to here. Then I would start with a surface that's more like this. And I would hold right there, and you'd be like, and put your effort into it. Max effort, wrist toward the back of that. So it's a reverse arm wrestle with your own body.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Over here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, you make that look so easy, though. And then I was like...
Well, I've worked on it quite a bit, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And then the other thing that you would do is you would just increase the flexibility of all the surrounding muscles.
Okay.
And if you did that, everything would just be easier in general.
At this point, what I would like to do is just do a speed run through the machines in this gym.
Let's do it.
With full ROM. Let's go.
Let's do it.
This, I'm guessing it would be.
I need more weight. This isn't enough weight. That's 130 pounds on there, by the way.
Go, give it to me. This is gonna make your groin real big. Come on. No pain, no gain, bro.
Yeah, see, you could grab that.
I just PR'd on my hamstring.
Let's go!
Thank you. Wait.
Full range of motion, right, guys? I have to use my arms to help.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of scatterbrained because I'm just looking around the room. And my brain is like, where can I put him next?
Let's go, let's go.
Where can we go next? All right, guys, check out David. We also did a podcast with him, so you can check that out as well. But, dude, I'm having so much fun. I don't want to stop making this video, but I think we're good here.
Stay flexy.
Stay flexy.
That's right.